Meanwhile, in South Africa, experts are calling for major reforms to help more young people get on the career ladder. While the national economy is showing some signs of a recovery, it is not fast enough to help millions of fresh graduates in the country get a job. They say that government initiatives in this area are welcome, but they need to be much more creative than previous efforts. Sumitra Naidu tells us more.
South Africa's youth are struggling with a number of challenges, including lack of education, training and opportunities. Official youth unemployment stands at over 44%, but independent bodies believe this figure has now climbed over 60%. Experts believe the problem could get worse before it sees an improvement.
We know globally that levels of unemployment are closely linked to levels of economic growth, and our countries had stagnant or negative or very low economic growth. So your population of the unemployed is increasing based on the birth rate, of course, versus what the economy can absorb in terms of employment opportunities. And we're out of balance with that. So the unemployment numbers are probably going to get worse.
Every year, close to 1 million young people enter the labor force, but the jobs market just doesn't have the capacity to absorb them. Many believe the country's economy isn't able to keep pace with the ever-expanding and a more educated population.
For a start, the population is growing at 1.5%. It is skewed towards young people. And secondly, so you are seeing the actual number of people actually entering the job market growing at 2 or 3% per year. So with an economic growth rate of less than 1% and a population growth rate of 1.5%, but the number of people coming into the job market at around 3% per year, there is no way that you can prevent unemployment from rising further.
Concerns are also growing over the mismatch between qualifications and market demands. Graduates are finding themselves with degrees that do not align with the skills employers desire.
One has to also bear in mind that the educational outcomes are just not good enough and do not match the skills that are required in the economy. And so a lot of people who do get educated get left unemployed because they develop skills in the wrong areas.
The government is trying to address this issue. However, experts say several of their initiatives in this space haven't really worked. Because of this, they are calling for a different approach and warn that unless there is a coordinated effort involving both public and private sectors, South Africa's current crop of graduates may be left behind. Sumitra Naidu, CGTN, Johannesburg.